My sister looked me in the eye at family brunch and said it. You need to move your wedding. I want that venue. I want that date. Not asked. Demanded. My mother didn't even blink. Why can't you just be flexible for once? I sat there, fork halfway to my mouth, trying to process what I was hearing. 2 years of planning, 18 months of deposits and contracts and vendor calls, and she wanted me to just hand it over? I smiled. Sure, Chloe, I can do that. Her face lit up. But you'll need to sign the transfer paperwork and cover the cancellation fee. What fee? $18,000. The table went silent. Did she really think I'd just give her 2 years of work for free? I had the contracts. All of them. And I was about to teach my golden child sister a very expensive lesson. But let me back up, because this didn't start at brunch. Where are you watching from? Drop your time zone below. And if you've ever dealt with a golden child, hit that like button. You'll want to see how this ends. I've always been the responsible one. Chloe was the golden child. When we were kids, her tantrums got results. Mine got "that's expected of you." She got bailouts. I got budgets. When I made the dean's list, my parents said congratulations and moved on. When Chloe passed a class she'd failed twice, we had a celebration dinner. I learned early. Document everything, especially after the college fund incident. I was 19. I'd saved $4,000 for textbooks and housing. My mother called. Chloe needed money for spring break. Just a loan. We'll pay you back next month. They didn't. When I asked about it, my dad got defensive. Family helps family. Don't be petty. I kept the bank statements. All of them. From that point on, I saved every email, every receipt, every text. Call it paranoia. I call it insurance. Fast forward 8 years. I got engaged. My fiancé and I started planning immediately. I'm a planner. Spreadsheets, vendor comparisons, budget breakdowns. We picked Rosewood Estate, a beautiful venue 2 hours north. Fall wedding. November 4th. I signed the contract 18 months out. Put down the deposits. Locked in the date. My family's reaction when I announced it? Lukewarm. That's nice, honey. Meanwhile, Chloe's dating drama got hourly updates in the family group chat. I didn't care. I had my wedding, my plan. Everything was on track. And then, 3 months ago, Chloe called. She was crying. And I actually felt bad. Until I heard what she wanted. I'm engaged. Chloe's voice was shrill with excitement. That's great, Chloe. Congratulations. And oh my God, you're going to love this. We can basically share your wedding plan. I frowned. What do you mean, share? So, I've always dreamed of a fall wedding at Rosewood Estate. Just like yours. My stomach dropped. Chloe, I'm getting married at Rosewood. In November. I know. That's what's so perfect. We can use the same vendors. Same caterer, same photographer. They'll give us a package discount, right? Chloe, so I need you to shift your date. Just to October 14th. It's only 3 weeks earlier. Then I can have November 4th and use all your vendor contacts. You've already done the hard work. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Chloe, I signed a contract. I put down deposits. You can pick literally any other date. Her tone shifted. Why are you being like this? Like what? Selfish. It's the same venue. The same season. What's 3 weeks? It's my wedding. She started crying. I can't believe you won't do this for me. You've always been jealous that Mom and Dad love me more. I hung up. An hour later, my mother called. Chloe is devastated. Why can't you just be flexible? Mom, I've been planning this for 2 years. And she just got engaged. Her window is smaller. Why are you being so rigid? My father texted that night. We need to talk. Family dinner Saturday. This gets settled. I stared at the message. They expected me to fold. They always did. Saturday came. I walked into my parents' house and froze. Chloe was there. Her fiancé. And his parents. This wasn't a family dinner. It was an ambush. My dad gestured to the table. Sit. We're going to work this out. I sat. My fiancé squeezed my hand under the table. My father started. You've always had trouble sharing. We've tried to teach you, but you're stubborn. I opened my mouth. He held up a hand. Chloe's fiancé deploys in December. They have a small window. You have flexibility. You're being selfish. My mother jumped in. Do you want to be the reason your sister has a courthouse wedding? Chloe was crying again. I just want one special day. You've always gotten everything. I looked around the table. Chloe's fiancé's parents were nodding sympathetically. My own parents looked at me like I was the villain. I felt the room closing in. My phone was in my lap. I'd already pulled up my contract folder. But I didn't say anything. Not yet. My dad leaned forward. So here's what's going to happen. You'll take the October date. Chloe gets November. Everyone wins. I looked at my fiancé. He was furious. But he stayed quiet. I took a breath. I'll think about it. My mother smiled, relieved. Chloe brightened. They thought that meant yes. I let them think that. That night, my fiancé and I sat at the kitchen table. Something doesn't add up. He was right. She got engaged 2 weeks ago, but she already has a complete venue wish list. I grabbed my laptop. I went to Chloe's Pinterest. Her boards were public. And there it was. A board titled My Rosewood Wedding. I clicked. My stomach turned. 216 pins. Venue photos. Decor. My exact color palette. Floral arrangements. Every single one tagged Fall 2024 bride goals. I checked the board creation date. 8 months ago. 8 months. She'd been planning this since March. My wedding was public knowledge. I'd posted about it. Sent save the dates in January. She didn't just want my date. She wanted my wedding. She'd been planning to take it all along. I scrolled further. Pins labeled Rosewood Estate November Ceremony. Screenshots of my photographer's portfolio. A mood board that matched my invitations exactly. My fiancé leaned over my shoulder. She's been stalking your wedding for 8 months? I nodded. I screenshotted everything. Saved it. Backed it up. My hands were shaking. I wanted to scream, but I didn't. Because if she'd been planning this for 8 months, what else had she done? The next morning, my phone exploded. Family group chat? Chloe had started a thread. I'm so hurt by my sister's selfishness. All I wanted was to share a special day. My aunts chimed in. Family should support each other. Cousins I hadn't spoken to in years. Just move the date. It's not that hard. I muted the chat. Then Chloe posted on Instagram. A crying selfie. Caption. When family betrays you right when you need them most. She didn't name me. She didn't have to. My mother called. If you don't compromise, don't expect me at your wedding. I hung up. 2 days later, my photographer called. Hey, this is weird. Someone called pretending to be you. My blood went cold. What? They tried to move your contract date and transfer the booking to a C. Morrison, Chloe Morrison. I grabbed a pen. What exactly did they say? They knew your contract number, your deposit amount, but the voice was off. So I flagged it. I thanked her, hung up. Then I called the caterer. Oh yeah, we got a weird call too. The florist. Someone asked to reassign your November date. We didn't process it. I sat down. She wasn't asking anymore. She was trying to steal it. My fiancé found me an hour later. We need to lock this down. I nodded. The venue needs our final headcount in 2 weeks. She's running out of time. So are we. I called each vendor back. Can you send me records of those calls? The photographer forwarded the email. It came from Emma. Morrison. Bride Eggmail. Com. My actual email is Emma Morrison Weds Eggmail. Com. Close. But fake. The email asked to move the November 4th event and transfer the contract to Chloe Morrison. It included my contract number. How did she get that? Then the caterer sent a voicemail. We record all change requests. Policy. I listened. It was Chloe's voice. Clear as day. Hi, this is Emma Morrison. I need to move my November 4th event to November 4th under Chloe Morrison instead. Can we process that today? I played it 3 times. She'd used my name, my contract number, my deposit details. The florist sent a note. Caller knew your confirmation code and your deposit amount. I flagged it because the voice didn't match our consultation. I saved everything: emails, voicemails, transcripts, incident reports. This wasn't desperation. This was fraud. I could have gone to my family with this, shown them what she was doing. But I didn't, because I wanted to know why. Why was she this desperate? So I made one more call. Chloe's ex-roommate. We'd always gotten along. Can I ask you something? Off the record? She hesitated. Then she told me everything. The roommate texted me back. Chloe's drowning, financially. How bad? $47,000. Credit cards, car loan, personal loans from friends. I stared at the screen. Her fiancé doesn't know? No, she's been hiding it. She got engaged so your parents would pay for a wedding. My stomach turned. She what? She said your wedding was already paid for. If she copied your plan, your parents would just cover hers too. She needed them to pay vendors directly. Why? So she could cancel later. Pocket partial refunds. Pay down her cards. I sat back. It clicked. She didn't want my venue. She wanted my contracts, my deposits, my work, so she could scam our parents and dig herself out of debt. The roommate sent one more text. She literally said, Emma already did the hard part. I just need the date and the vendor list. Easy money. Easy money. 2 years of my planning, my time, my deposits. Easy money. I wasn't angry anymore. I was calm, cold calm, the kind of calm that comes with absolute clarity. I knew exactly what she was trying to do, and I knew exactly what I was going to do. I called the Rosewood Estate coordinator the next morning. Hypothetical question. Can a contract be transferred to another party? She paused. Yes, if the new party assumes all terms. Why? What terms? All deposits, all minimums, and any penalties currently in effect. Penalties? You're inside the 90-day window. The cancellation penalty is active. $18,000. I smiled. So if someone wanted my date, they'd have to pay the $18,000? If they assume the contract, yes. Plus the outstanding deposit balance. About $12,000. $30,000. Can you email me the transfer paperwork? Of course. I hung up. Then I called my lawyer friend. I need you to draw up an assignment agreement. Clean, airtight. What's going on? My sister wants my wedding date. I'm going to give it to her. For free? For $30,000. He laughed. I'll have it ready by tomorrow. That night, my fiancé asked me, You're really doing this? I nodded. She said I was selfish for not sharing. So let's see if she still wants to share. I texted my father. I've decided to compromise. Let's meet Saturday. I'll bring the paperwork. He replied immediately. Glad you came to your senses. I didn't tell anyone the plan. I just showed up with the contract. Saturday, my parents' dining room. Same table, same cast. My parents, Chloe, her fiancé. I walked in with a folder. My dad smiled. So you're ready to be reasonable? I sat down. I've thought about what you said. You're right. Chloe's face lit up. Chloe should have the wedding she wants. My mother looked relieved. I'm so glad you... So I'm transferring my contract to her. I slid the folder across the table. Chloe grabbed it. Oh my God, thank you. I knew you'd... She stopped. Her face changed. What is this? The transfer agreement. You want the date? It's yours. She was reading. Her hands started shaking. $18,000. Cancellation penalty. We're inside 90 days. It's in the original contract. My mother grabbed the paper. You expect her to pay $18,000? Plus the outstanding deposit balance. $12,400. It's all itemized. My father's face went red. Just cancel it yourself. I could. But then I don't have a wedding. And Chloe doesn't get Rosewood. Chloe slammed the paper down. This is insane. $30,000? You wanted my date. That's the price. You're doing this to punish me. I leaned forward. I'm doing this because you committed fraud. Silence. My father blinked. What are you talking about? I pulled out my phone. Played the voicemail. Chloe's voice clear and unmistakable. Hi, this is Emma Morrison. My mother's face went pale. Chloe? I kept going. She called my photographer. My caterer? My florist. Used my name, my contract numbers. Tried to steal my vendors. I put the phone down. She's been planning this for 8 months. Before she was even engaged. I opened my laptop. Turned it around. The Pinterest board. 216 pins. Created in March. My father stared at it. Chloe started crying. I just wanted a nice wedding. You wanted my wedding. Without doing any of the work. Or paying for it. My mother tried to speak. I held up a hand. The contract stays mine. My date, my vendors, my wedding. I stood up. Gathered my papers. If anyone has a problem with that, there's the door. I looked at Chloe. And if you contact my vendors again, I'm filing a police report. I walked out. My fiancé was waiting in the car. How'd it go? I smiled. I'm keeping my wedding. The fallout was immediate. Chloe unfriended me on everything. Blocked my number. My mother sent a long email about how I'd humiliated Chloe. I didn't respond. My father tried to mediate 2 weeks later. I told him no. This isn't a disagreement. It's a boundary. Chloe and her fiancé got married 6 weeks later. Small ceremony. Country club. About 40 guests. My parents paid. $8,000. Nothing close to Rosewood. I didn't go. I wasn't invited. I heard through the family grapevine that it was nice. I was happy for her, genuinely. But I didn't reach out. My wedding happened on November 4th. Rosewood Estate. Exactly as planned. 120 guests. My parents came. They sat in the back. Didn't speak to me during the reception. I was okay with that, because the people who mattered were there. My fiancé, now husband, and I had the day we wanted. No drama, no guilt, no compromise. After the wedding, I set boundaries. I blocked Chloe's number. Told my parents we were low contact for a while. No financial questions. No event sharing. No guilting. They didn't like it, but they respected it. A year later, Chloe sent an email. I'm sorry I put you in that position. I was drowning financially and I handled it wrong. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I wanted you to know I'm working on it. I read it. Didn't reply right away, but I saved it. A few months after that, we ran into each other at a family event. It was awkward, but not hostile. We said hello. Kept it brief. I don't know if we'll ever be close again. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. But I'm not setting myself on fire to keep her warm anymore. I didn't get the fairy tale family reunion, but I got something better. My self-respect. A marriage that started without debt, financial or emotional, and the knowledge that I can stand up for myself, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard, you don't owe anyone access to what you built, not your time, not your work, not your wedding. Even if they're family. Boundaries aren't selfish. They're survival. Have you ever had to choose between keeping the peace and keeping your boundaries? I want to hear your story. Drop it in the comments. And if this one hit home, subscribe. I read every single comment. Some people will call you selfish for not setting yourself on fire to keep them warm. Let them, you'll be warmer and safer on your own. This has been a fictionalized dramatization and is not legal or financial advice. Thanks for watching.